Hello everyone, I am Dr. Pooja Raj Srivastava and today we are going to discuss about paragraph writing. A paragraph is a series of sentences that are organized and coherent and are all related to a single topic. Almost every piece of writing you do that is longer than a few sentences should be organized into paragraphs. Paragraphs can contain many different kinds of information. A paragraph could contain a series of brief examples or a single long illustration of a general point. It might describe a place, character, or process, narrate a series of events, compare or contrast two or more things, classify items into categories, or describe causes and effects. All paragraphs share certain characteristics which can be attributed as the elements of paragraph. In this, first is unity. Unity refers to the extent to which all of the ideas contained within a given paragraph hang together in a way that is easy for the reader to understand. When the writer changes to a new idea, one which is not consistent with the topic sentence of the paragraph, the writer should begin a new paragraph. Unity is important because it aids the reader in following along with the writer's ideas. The reader can expect that a given paragraph will deal only with one main topic when a new paragraph begins. This signals that the writer is moving on to a new topic. Beginning a paragraph with a topic sentence is one of the best ways to achieve clarity and unity in one's writing. The function of a topic sentence is to describe what the paragraph will be about, such that the reader has clear expectations about what will follow. An effective topic sentence typically contains only one main idea. The remainder of the paragraph then develops the idea more fully, offering supporting points and examples. After reading a topic sentence, one should be able to anticipate the type of information contained in the rest of the paragraph. In a coherent paragraph, each sentence relates clearly to the topic, sentence, or controlling idea. But there is more to coherence than this. If a paragraph is coherent, each sentence flows smoothly into the next without obvious shifts or jumps. A coherent paragraph also highlights the ties between old information and new information to make the structure of ideas or arguments clear to the reader. Along with the smooth flow of sentences, a paragraph's coherence may also be related to its length. If you have written a very long paragraph, one that fills a double space type page, for example, you should check it carefully to see if it should start a new paragraph where the original paragraph wanders from its controlling idea. On the other hand, if a paragraph is very short, only one or two sentences perhaps, you may need to develop its controlling idea more thoroughly or combine it with another paragraph. To create coherence, carry ideas from one sentence to another in a natural and logical way. Also, you can create coherence between sentences with language by repeating keywords and synonymous words and by using pronouns, parallel structure, and transitional phrases. Paragraphs with little information may not be adequately developed. Depending on your topic, make sure you have explained, described, analyzed, illustrated, compared, contrasted, examined, defined, evaluated, and cited details and data enough to suit your purpose. A paragraph is adequately developed when it describes, explains, and supports the topic sentence. If the promise of the topic sentence is not fulfilled, or if the reader is left with questions after reading the paragraph has not been adequately developed. Generally speaking, a paragraph which consists of only two or three sentences is underdeveloped. A good rule of thumb to follow is to make sure that a paragraph contains at least four sentences which explain and elaborate on the topic sentence. Most paragraphs in an essay have a three-part structure: introduction, body, and conclusion. You can see this structure in paragraphs whether they are narrating, describing, comparing, contrasting, or analyzing information. Each part of the paragraph plays an important role in communicating your meaning to your reader. In this, the first is introduction. It is the first section of a paragraph. It should include the topic sentence and any other sentences at the beginning of the paragraph that give background information or provide a transition. Body follows the introduction, discusses the controlling idea using facts, arguments, analysis, examples, and other information. Conclusion, it is the final section, summarizes the connections between the information discussed in the body of the paragraph and the paragraph's controlling idea. There are four different types of paragraphs. The type of paragraph you use will depend on your purpose for writing. To entertain readers or express themselves, writers use narration or description. Exposition and narration are used to inform readers about something. Writers use persuasion to influence people. Several paragraphs written about the same subject might be different depending on why the writers wrote them. Narrative paragraphs tell about an event or series of events, usually in chronological order. Most short stories and newspaper articles are examples of narrative writing. Narrative paragraphs tell stories. They differ from short stories or novels in length as well as the amount of detail provided. They sometimes are little more than brief vignettes. True narrative paragraphs, however, are similar to short stories in that they feature characters, follow a plot line, include a conflict which is resolved, and are told from an identifiable point of view. They may also establish a setting or include a moral. Descriptive paragraphs do exactly what you think they do. They describe a person, an object, or a scene in detail. The purpose of a descriptive paragraph is to allow the reader to experience the item, phenomena, or event being described as vividly as possible without physically sensing it. That is, the reader cannot see it but knows what it looks like, cannot taste it but knows whether it is salty or sweet, cannot touch it but knows its texture. Descriptive paragraphs typically include modifiers, for example, adjectives, adverbs, prepositional phrases, and figurative language, for example, metaphors, personifications, similes, to help enrich the experience for the reader. An expository paragraph explains something. Its purpose is to help the reader understand. Exposition often includes techniques such as the use of examples or illustrations to support a point or the use of some kind of ordering, chronological or numerical, for example, to help a reader follow a process. Exposition needs to be clear, language is often quite direct, although sometimes a writer may use language devices to help illustrate a point. They can list facts, give directions, or explain ideas. Writers also use expository paragraphs to define terms, make comparisons, and show cause and effect. Since information in expository writing can usually be put into categories, it often uses logical order. Persuasive paragraphs are used to share an opinion about a particular subject. Writers of persuasive paragraphs try to convince readers to agree with the opinions in the paragraphs and sometimes to take action. A persuasive paragraph often uses order of importance.
Hello Ria, congratulations, you won the essay writing competition again. How do you write good paragraphs? Please help me.
Even you can write good paragraphs. Before writing a paragraph, we need to keep some points in mind.
Oh. Could you please tell me the points so I will try to win the competition at the school?
Sure, I will surely help you. First is, structure of paragraph. A paragraph should have 3 parts. Introduction. This part should deal with topic sentence. Main content. It should have explanations and examples related to the topic sentence. And conclusion. You should conclude your thoughts at the end. Development of paragraph. Topic sentence is the main idea. Unity means that a paragraph should deal with one main thought. And coherence is logical linking of ideas. 3. Your paragraph should be compact, concise, clear, complete, concrete. So if you follow these points, then maybe the medal is yours.
Thank you so much.